Hello, let's do the New York Times games for Sunday, September 14th. All right, scale and keys are things you can have in music. I'm not great with music. Beat, you have a music beat. My music knowledge is very limited. I listen to music, but I don't know all the ins and outs of the theory of it. Is there a fourth one? I don't see it. Not one that I recognize. Okay. Doesn't mean it's not there. Just means I don't see it. You have a portal, a hatch, a gate, and a door. This is just like an exit or entryway. A passage, maybe. Sure, let's try it. All right, entryway. I nailed that. I don't know if I'd call a portal an entryway. Downing Street, Fleet Street, Wall Street, Main Street. I think this is Blink Street. Streets with symbolic importance. I kind of, Downing just popped into my head, Downing Street, and then Fleet Street. I don't know if I would have gotten Fleet Street on its own. I forget where Fleet Street is. Downing, I think, is in London. I think the big Main Street people know is one at Disneyland, and then Wall Street's obviously New York. You best somebody, you top them, you better them, you beat them. This is just to win. Surpass. Scale, inset, compass, and key. All right, key, compass and key, I'm thinking maps and scale. Inset? I'm not sure what inset is, if it's something related to maps or not. Cartography. Let's see what it is. Map features, okay. Inset. What is inset on a map? Map inset. An inset map, also known as a locator map or small scale map, is a map that shows a large area in context to a smaller area. Oh, it's like one of those, like it shows a zoomed in part of a square on the map. Okay, I know what that is. Got it. All right, let's look up Fleet Street. Where's Fleet Street at? Fleet Street. Oh, it's also in London. Is Downing Street in London? That's where I thought Downing Street was. Downing Street. Yeah, that's where the Prime Minister, 10 Downing Street. I knew that was in London. Yeah. Well, that one is pretty easy. I wonder what they give it. Let's check it out. 2 out of 5? Yeah, that seems pretty much about right. All right, let's check the bot. All right, 2 out of 5 there. So the public and the testers at the New York Times are in agreement on this one. No mistakes, barely edging out losing for the biggest category. 1 in 27 for a perfect game. That's about right with purple second. I mean, but yeah, not unique at all. Entryways, easily the first, and then the streets. People know their streets. And I think maybe the map one. I mean, obviously the map one is lowest here, but insets, I think, kind of throws that off. Plus scale, key, and beats. Maybe people are thinking music, so they don't want to submit that one right away. Let's check ever. So everybody's getting yellow, and then a bit of drop down to the other three, which are all fairly even. Okay. All right, losing games, 10% getting yellow, so that kind of matches. Like, everybody's getting yellow, so even the losing games tend to get that. And then 5% getting nothing. And yellow, blue, yellow, purple, yellow, green. So everybody's getting yellow, and then there's like either nothing, blue, purple, green. That's pretty funny. There's no like obvious second category here. The 2 biggest winning games have purple second. That's interesting. 6% getting purple first over here. Well, there's more than 6% getting purple first, but 6% getting purple first, then followed yellow, green, and blue. Main key, top, best. Oh, I could see trying that. The main thing, the key. But main doesn't mean best. It just means the important one. It doesn't necessarily mean best. But I could see trying that. It's close enough. If you can't think of anything else, I could see people trying it. Leading, main, top, best, better. So a lot of people, if they are having problems with trying to figure out what the fourth one is in blue, although this one has two different ones in it. Putting key in with door and gate and portal, that's interesting. Instead of, what was the other one? A hatch. That's right. So people not putting hatch in with doors, interesting. I guess if you don't know like boats and stuff, because that's generally where hatches are. Maybe you're just thinking hatch in terms of like eggs, like a hatching egg. Then down here, a lot of problems with green, it seems like. Not knowing what the fourth green was. Inset, yeah, not knowing what inset is. This one doesn't have inset, this one doesn't have inset, this one doesn't have inset. Oh. I need to work on these purple first. I need to get this badge now. You give me badges, I'm going to do it. You give me badges, I'm almost always going to try and do it. So I need to work on that. This is going to get me to start doing that more. I should have done it today since this one was so easy. Oh, and after my loss last week, it's been we have a week straight of winning. I don't think I've made many mistakes. I think maybe one or two. It's been a pretty easy week, I think. I'm gonna jinx myself. Okay, on to the mini. Tailgate attendee, a fan. Sin City, Vegas. Sign City, that is Paris. That's the river Seine. Sign? I forget how it's pronounced. Fashion designer Madden. Steve Madden. What, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I'm not sure about that one. Major accomplishment. Feats. Side with. Agree. Likely to buy an obvious line. Naive. C. Nice. 29 seconds. Why does... I guess you get what I'm saying. C. Okay. So I got the first 4 crosses, and then this one held me back. I had to get the 3 downs, or else that could have been another sub 21. And it was so much better than yesterday's. I know yesterday's was the big Saturday puzzle, but yesterday's performance was by far my worst of all time. So I'm glad to have a sub 30 time, which is fairly rare for me. I mean, it's not my 17 seconds I've gotten recently, but sub 30 is still pretty good, in my opinion. All right, let's go through ones I may have missed. Let's see. Elected officials who ride Air Force 2, abbreviated VPs. Okay. And then opposite of north, northwest, south, southeast. All right. So I didn't really miss much there. Well, that felt pretty good, especially after Wordle today. Wordle was brutal. If you haven't seen that yet. All right. On to pips. All right. We have a bunch of equals in here. So that's interesting. 6 is the one that is not equal. So it could go like this. And then we need a double down here. We need a 3-5 up here like this, if I could get it flipped correctly, and then this one's getting just put up here like this. All right, 18 seconds, pretty good. That's definitely a cookie. Finally, I think it's my first cookie in like 3 days. There's the cookie. There's your visual proof of my cookie abilities. All right, on to the medium. All right, less than 4, greater than 5. We have 5 equals in here. What do we have the most of? We have 5 5s. It looks like we have 6 5s. Okay. I have equals over here. This has to be 2. So this probably is 1 1. We don't have any zeros. Oh no, we have 1 0. So we could do 0 2 over here. We could do something like, maybe not. I don't think I'm getting a cookie on this one. Let's just stick the 5 5 up here. And then the other 5 5 up here. I mean, less than 4, greater than 5. Could do this. No, that doesn't work. Greater than 5. All right, so the 6 has to go here. Actually, now that I think about it. 6 has to be greater than 5. So this is going vertically. Then we need less than 4 with 5, which is this one. And then the double 5 goes up here. And then this 5 has to go like this. And then we could do the double 1. Actually, no, we can't. We need this 2 in here. And then maybe the 1 1 like this, or the 1 3 like this, double 3 like this, and then the double 1 up here. All right, well, that's definitely not a cookie. If I had realized, if I'd focused maybe on the greater than 5, less than 4, because there's only one greater than 5, so that had to be 6. And it couldn't go horizontally, it had to go vertically. That would have made the rest of this a lot easier. So I just started in the wrong spot. I was focused on kind of a few other things around there. So, all right. It wasn't terrible though. Definitely not a cookie. Okay, on to hard. Okay, we have 3 equals, so this one's going to have to be a double up here. What do we have doubles of? We have 3s. How many other doubles? Nope, 3. Oh no, we have zeros. Could be 0. We have a 0, 5 in here, so we could have a 5, 0 over here. We could go 5, 3 like this. And then this 3, 5 like this. Then 5, 0. Okay, that's working. Then maybe a 0, 4 up here. Do we have a 0, 4? We don't. Oh, we do. So maybe the 0, 4 like this. If that's the case, we'd need a double 1 right here, and we don't have it. Unless we went 0, 2 like this. That works. Oh, the double zeros have to go over here. I didn't even see this 0 thing over here. So then this, we need a 0, 2 in here. So this 0, 2 has to go over here. So how are we getting 2 in here? We need a double 1. We do have a double 1. Okay, so maybe the double 1 goes in here. If it would be cooperative. Okay. We need 2 6s in here. We don't have a double 6. So we need a 6 and a low number. Maybe 6, 2. We're going to need a 1 in here. Do we have a 6, 1 to go vertically? We don't. So this 6 is going to have to go either pointing down. We could go 6, 4 or 6, 5. We need a 0, 1 over here. So that one is got to go in here. All right. We need a 1 with a big number up here. It's got to be 1, 5 or 1, 6. So we go like this, and then a 6 with whatever number up here. We don't know yet. We'll leave that one open. We just know a 6 has to go up there. All right. So we could go 6, 5 here, and then 3 something. Do we have any 3s? We do. But if we put a 3 here, we only have 1 left. It would be 2, so we need 2 other 2s, which works. We can go 3, 2 like this. No, like this. And then the double 2. And then right here, we could go 6, 5. And then this 6, 4 is going to have to go, if I could spin it correctly, up here to make that 11. And we need a 1 and a 4. This works. And then the 5 pointing down, and we're good. All right, 233. You know, I think that's a really good time for most hards, is 233. I really wish the hard cookie was under 2 minutes, because I've yet to get one. How many of these have I done already? And how are you getting under a minute? I've only come close once. It's going to end up being my holy grail. I'm going to play this for like a year before I get a cookie on hard. Oh well. I could have sped this up if I focused on the zeros down here and realized, well, this has to be a double 0. And then that would have eliminated the 0 possibility from over here. The 2s still could have been a possibility though. And the 1s, actually, now that I think about it. There was a lot of doubles in here that I didn't consider at first. So maybe it wouldn't have been that fast. That's alright. If you are enjoying the videos, please leave a like and subscribe and let me know how you did on all the puzzles today.